Oh man, am I excited to showcase these battles to you guys.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my spiciest video yet with a Pokemon that absolutely nobody expected to be good in the Retro Cup, and that mon is Soulrock with the moveset of Rock Throw, Rock Slide, and Psychic. Um, Soulrock has Confusion as the fast move, but Rock types are so strong in this meta. They hit up against flyers, they hit up against ice types, they hit up against bug types, and it's such a good Pokemon. Rock and Psychic is a decent typing. It is quite weak to Ghost, quite weak to Dark, and quite weak to Bug. But it still definitely stood its ground in these battles today. I ended up playing 15 games with Soulrock, and I went 9-6. I'm going to be showcasing two sets that I did play, both which were very successful. So, first matchup, Solrock up against Dugong. This is a positive matchup because the rock type moves hit super effective. He goes into Dragonair, and I'm going to switch into Drifblim, and I'm going to shield up the first Aqua Tail, and then I'm going to start debuffing his attack. If he shields this Icy Wind, that's fine. I can farm down, and if he shields, I can just get to another one. If he lets it go, I can farm down. But we get to the move at the same time, so I'm gonna let this go. And if he wants to double shield, keep his Dragonair alive with double debuffed attack, that is absolutely fine. I can come in and farm down with either mon I have in the back. He's gonna let this go, and at this point, I can get one more Hex in and farm down. He's probably gonna come back in with Dugong. That's absolutely fine. He's gonna be able to farm me down before I can get to an Icy Wind. But with Dragonair and Dugong, I'm reading that he's going to have something good against Machamp in the back, so I'm going to bring my Machamp into this Dugong. I reveal my line, but I'm predicting that he has a Psychic type in the back. It ends up being Altaria, so a Flyer type, or a Flying type, which ends up being a lot better against Machamp than Soulrock is against Altaria. So I shield up the Sky attack. At this point, I just have to get the two moves here. I throw the first Rock Slide. Soulrock, I'm pretty sure, outpaces Altaria, just barely. But at this point, I'm going to get to the Rock Slide. I get this final shield, and he can farm down, but Machamp has a move in the back, and Machamp wins CMP tie. So, Rock Throw, look at how much damage that does, is absolutely insane. Soulrock is kind of glassy a little bit, but it can take a hit. But the rock throws that it dishes out do so much damage. It's kind of like the retro version of Probopass, except it has a lot higher energy moves. So a very nice first win. Second match, picking up another positive lead against a Crustal. These rock moves do super effective because rock does not resist rock, and rock is super effective up against bug, but I also have to watch out for his moves. X Scissor would be doing super effective against Soulrock, but he throws Rock Blast, so I didn't really need to shield that probably, but he comes in with a Hypno, and at this point, I can just throw these Rock Slides and get these Rock Throws off, and you can see how much these add up against a Shadow Hypno. It does so much damage. I'm going to get to another Rock Slide because he tries to farm me down. He's going to have to shield it, so the shields are back to even, and at this point, look at that Hypno, it's one-shot. So I'm going to come in with Machamp, because a Confusion wouldn't be able to register, so I can just come in to shield this move. It's an Ice Punch, so he does have Double Punch and not Shadow Ball, but I can take the shield deficit and have two mons against what he has in the back. It's a Mew. Oh man, this matchup all of a sudden is looking horrible. If he has Wild Charge, this is probably game over. But if he has something else, you never know. Mew's moveset is so unpredictable. He gets move through here. What is this going to be? Oh man, it's a Dark Pulse. And this actually doesn't KO because he undercharged. At this point, it's a race to the charge move. No. The Mew has a shield, so it's all going to come down to whether I can farm down. He has Dark Pulse Ice Beam, which is a really spicy moveset from Mew, but Machamp is strong enough to counter down, and I'm going to be up 2-0 so far in this video. So, getting into the next match, Soulrock up against Crustal, another positive lead. Let me tell you guys, Soulrock picked up so many positive leads because it beats the ice types, beats the flyers, and beats the bug types. So it has a good matchup against Crustal, has a good matchup against Altaria, has a good matchup against Frostlass, and it can take a lot of wins. So Drifblim up against this Victory Bell. Really good matchup for Drifblim, resisting the moves and throwing out super effective Ice Wind. But he lets it go, which is completely fine. I can just let this Drifblim go down, but he actually throws an X Scissor. So this does not KO, and I can get to another move. This is really, really good for Drifblim. Or for my team, I guess, rather. At this point, I can shield up once, farm down with Soulrock, and Soulrock will have energy. I'll still have a Machamp in the back, and we'll have even shields. He brings in a Charmraichu. This is horrible. But Soulrock is loaded in energy in the back, so this cross chop, he probably had to let it go, if I'm being honest. But I don't know what the win con was for my opponent here. This Rock Slide will be coming through on the Raichu, and it nukes it about 60%, but as you can see, it takes the Raichu all the way down, and the Crustal just gives up. So Charmraichu, in my opinion, super spicy pick for this meta, because Fairy is not in the meta for Retro Cup, so any Pokemon that has Charm could be doing a really do a really good job. So, picking up another positive lead against a Bombsnow, he switches into Hypno after throwing a move, and at this point, I'm going to get to the Icy Wind right before he gets to a punch, because I don't want the confusions to start adding up, and I don't want him to hit me with any non-resisted punches. This is probably either Thunder or Ice Punch, and it is Thunder Punch. So at this point, I could probably just farm up to another Icy Wind. I get there right before the third confusion gets through. This might actually even be a CMP tie. But let's see. Yeah, it ends up being a CMP tie, and oh, I get the Hex through, which is really nice. I'm going to shield this Thunder Punch, just go down as shield, but at this point I'll be able to farm down and throw some energy on whatever's in the back. And he is going to come back in with... Okay, he comes back in with the Bombsnow, so at this point I can just debuff him with an Icy Wind. And since the Psychic type in the back is gone, this Machamp can probably roam free. It ends up being Jellicent. So this is not great because these fighting moves are going to be doing like no damage at all. And Rock Slides do like 35% to a Jellicent, but this probably won't end up being enough. Yeah, this Shadow Wall is going to take me almost all the way out, and I can't even get to a Cross Chop, so at this point, this game is looking really grim. I could probably try and bring it back if I can get to a Sack Swap on Drifblim, but yeah, my Switch counter is not even up. I could have maybe tried to get to a Rock Slide here, but it's okay. It ends up being a Bubble Beam, which is, you know, not great, but at this point, Soulrock is way too low, and I can try and catch. I don't catch with the Jellicent, can't even get the Icy Wind off, and this match is over. So, first loss of the day ends up being in Game 4, so, you know, you win some, you lose some, but that was a pretty hard team comp to overcome. But anyways, let's move on to the next game. Cresselia is a very good lead because these Psycho Cuts do like no damage. Even though Grass Knot is super effective, I can end up getting to the Rock Slide, and these Rock Throw damage, this Rock Throw damage does just so much. It's so oppressive. And he comes in Crustal. I don't think he knows his typing here because Rock does not resist Rock, and Bug is weak to Rock. So at this point, oh my gosh, he doesn't even shield the Rock Slide, and that's 1-1 down. And this Cresselia is going to have to throw because it can't farm down. So in a really, really nice spot, the Machamp doesn't have to see this Cresselia, and I have alignment, I have switch advantage, and I have the health advantage. So this match is looking really nice, depending on what he has in the back though. We CMP tie to the move, so I can let this first Moonblast go through. It's going to do some chunk damage, but as you can see, I'm still in the green, so I don't have to worry too much. And at this point, I can probably Icy Wind, farm down, and I don't have to worry about another move. But I'm up 2 shields to 0 here, so he gets this move, and I'm just going to end up shielding it anyways. Because at this point, I have to shield something, and if he has like a Psychic in the back, or a Ghost type, it doesn't matter if I have shields or not. So I'm going to shield, and at this point, I'm up a shield, I'm up energy, I'm up Mons, and he has a Regirock in the back. So yeah, this game is absolutely over. But as you can see here, my opponent stays in and just lets me farm down. So, you know, Big respect to my opponent for not conceding the match, but at this point, there's absolutely no win condition for the opponent, so he's just going to have to watch this cross chop get through and take it out. So, very nice bounce back game from the game before. And playing another expert trainer here, another Crustal lead. I don't know what was going on last night with these battles, but I was seeing so many Crustals. And, that's one of these reasons why I have Soulrock in the team comp is it absolutely walls a Crustal because you can just farm down with rock throws, shield one move, and you're going to have so much energy for whatever's in the back. But he safe swaps Kingdra, which is a really nice pick for this cup because nothing resists Dragon Breath, and Kingdra's typing is so strong. But Machamp is quite a decent answer. I can get to a cross chop here, tie him in shields, and I can win switch advantage here. And yeah, he lets the cross chop go down. So I'm not in too bad of a spot here. Crustal doesn't really want to see a Machamp either, so he's going to come in with his last mon, which ends up being Altaria. And I can get to a cross chop before the Machamp dies. So, it's not looking bad at all. And since he has Crustal in the back, I can probably come in with Drifblim here. An Icy Wind at this range will be enough to take it out, but he does a nice catch on Crustal. This Icy Wind damage does a little bit, but at this point, what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to stay in and farm down. I'm going to expend my last shield here, and Soulrock can beat Altaria in the zero shield if the energy is even, because Soulrock outpaces Altaria to a move. So he's forced to shield this Icy Wind, and at this point, it's a CMP tie. So this is really, really good. Drifblim wins CMP against Altaria. So at this point, Altaria has no energy, and I'm almost to a Rock Slide. So this Rock Slide is absolutely going to be taking out this Altaria for another nice win. And as you can see, Soulrock is ranked like 371 on PvPoke, but it is so criminally underrated. I would not be surprised if people started using this a bit more. The team comp could be pretty tough because it's a psychic type, but you could add like a Licker and a Fighter, and you can make a pretty nice team comp with Soulrock. And, it's honestly quite a decent generalist. So, even though I'm picking up a negative lead here against a Snorlax, he's going to have to shield this move. Opponents probably don't know what team comp Soulrock is running, but if they see that so many rock throws are coming through, they're going to see that a hard-hitting move will come through. So I am very fine with giving up switch advantage here because I have 2 mons weak to Snorlax. And he comes in Frostlass, and I actually make the mistake of switching out into Drifblim here and trying to just get energy off. At this point, we're even in shields, so I probably could have safely baited and farmed down. But this Frostlass does have a chance of letting it go. No, he's going to shield it. So at this point, pretty unfortunate. I could have probably Icy Wind and had a much more favorable matchup here, but at this point, I'm just going to double Shadow Ball. Icy Wind, even at that range, probably would do close to enough to take it out, and it would be much more favorable. But he's probably going to come back into Snorlax here, I think. Yeah, and I can just instant swap to Machamp, and he's going to come in with Alolan Marowak. So, again, kind of getting team comped here. Not the best closer up against Machamp. And, yeah, there's really nothing I can do here. I think my opponent, oh no, he doesn't have a shield because he used one on Snorlax. But, yeah, at this point you can see that the Marowak is out of move, and Shadow Bone does plenty to kill a Drifblim. So, another tough match, but, you can't win them all, especially with Soulrock. And getting into this next match, Soulrock against Altaria. This is what I was hoping to see more in the lead when I was running this team, but I only saw it, I think, twice. So that's not great, but I'm reading that he's running this triple dragon team with Altaria, Dragonair, and Kingdra. So I safe swap Drifblim. Sorry, I keep confusing Drifblim and Jellicent. But yeah, at this point, I could just throw an Icy Wind. Again, he doesn't shield, so I can farm down, let this move go, and take energy and switch, but give up the shield advantage. If he would have shielded it, I could have definitely built up to another Icy Wind and taken it out. So this is a pretty good position I'm in. He comes back in with Altaria, not wanting to reveal his third mon, even though there's a very good chance that it will end up being Kingdra. But yeah, so it's Kingdra, and at this point I try to get to an Icy Wind. I get greedy, but he can Dragon Breath me down. so not in the best spot here, but I'm going to farm up a little bit of extra energy, let this move go, banking that it is an Octazooka. My attack drops, and at this point, I can't even get to 2 moves. So this is really bad for my Machamp, because this Kingdra is going to have so much energy and so much health still. But at this point, I come in Soulrock, and he tries to get to the move, but he is not in time, can't get there, and this Altaria came in with very little energy. So at this point, I get through the Rock Slide. I have a shield, so he's going to have to build up to 2 moves and try and throw them off back to back. But race to the charge move, and I get to the Rock Slide. So this Altaria definitely goes down to a Rock Slide. It's only at like 35% health anyway, so another very good match with another positive lead. So I did come back from 1 or 2 negative leads here, and Mamoswine, Shadow Mamoswine is so spicy, and we end up both leaving each other's match. And I do have a good matchup here because Drifblim does beat Hypno. What I'm going to do here is go straight for the Shadow Ball. Boom, it gets through. But this Hypno will be able to get to either a punch or a Shadow Ball of his own. So I'm going to shield this up. But at this point, I have switch advantage. I have so much health on this Drifblim. But Mamoswine can come back in here, farm me down with Powder Snows. It can either tank or shield a move. Yeah, he's gonna shield this move. Or no, he's not. He's gonna tank it. And at this point, I think I can come in with Machamp. If he throws Avalanche, I go down 2 shields. No, I counter him down before he can react. And at this point, a Alola Marowak in the back. Just look how much damage these rock throws do to a Marowak. Oh my gosh, it's already so low. It's in the red already. He has 2 moves here, but a Soulrock can tank a Bone Club. It can tank a Shadow Bone, and with ease. Like, look how much. Okay, so I got the defense drop here. Oh, never mind. No, because Shadow Bone is super effective against the Psychic typing. That's completely my bad. Not realizing that. But anyways, I can just come back in with Machamp and farm down. Very nice win. So, this is the last match. Had a bit of trouble finding an opponent here. But Soulrock into Venusaur. This is a negative lead. So this is probably my favorite match of the day. So if you stuck around, you're in for a treat. Venusaur stays in, which means he probably has another answer to a Soulrock in the back. So at this point, what I'm going to do is go straight Rock Slide. I probably could have baited with Cross Chop, but I wasn't sure if my opponent was going to shield or not. Since he stayed in, yeah, he's going to shield this first one, which is not great. But I'm going to just go straight Rock Slide here. And he gets to this move, and I'm completely fine letting it go. Soulrock does not want to see this thing, so I can just let Machamp go and come in with my Drifblim. And it'll be a tough game, but I'm very confident in my chances, given the fact that Drifblim resists every move, and he makes the most critical mistake by switching into a Crustal, which Soulrock absolutely walls. So I can go down a shield here, farm this Crustal all the way down, and have energy for whatever is in the back. So yeah, Rock Slides, or Rock Throws, oh my gosh. It's just so good. It's such a good move. I could have gone Psychic here, but yeah, Venusaur has to shield either way. Actually, I don't think he does, because he has another Mon in the back. So it might have been a misplay, shielding that Venusaur. But at this point, I'm at 2 Icy Winds. So I can try and nuke whatever's in the back with Shadow Ball, depending on what he has. It is a Froslass. Oh my god, watch this, guys. This Shadow Ball is going to do so much damage. Oh man. Boom. All the way from full health. 1 Hex and a Shadow Ball absolutely nukes a Froslass. Anyways, that is going to be it for these battles. I really hope you guys enjoyed. These were so fun to make. So if you guys want to see any more Retro Cup Spice, leave a comment down below letting me know what Pokemon you would recommend for me to use, or if you just want to see more Spice in general. So thank you guys for watching these battles, and I will see you guys in the next video.